Alright, it is December 13th on a cold morning. If you own a Nissan Armada or a Nissan Titan or Infiniti QX56 or an Xterra, Frontier, a few of the Nissans, you should know about the dreaded transmission cooler leak that might occur in the radiator. When that happens, sometimes the coolant will mix in with the transmission fluid and destroy your transmission. So basically, to prevent that from happening, the fix is to install an auxiliary transmission cooler, and that's what I'm about to do. I got some time before work, so I'm gonna go ahead and just knock this out. Shouldn't take too long. I'm guessing less than 1 hour. First thing I'm doing is getting the vehicle up in some ramps to make it easier for me to work, and I'm gonna remove the grill, and I may remove the bumper. Hope I don't have to, but I might remove the bumper. All right, let's get started. All right, we got the grill off, and let's see if we can find a spot to mount the transmission cooler. That'll give it as much airflow as possible, but also keep it out of the way of the grill. All right, I think I found a good spot for the cooler. This is one of the hood latch bolts. It's 1 through 3. Just loosen that one up. Put the 2 brackets that are included with the kit. I use some tin snips to cut a little notch out so that the spring tab will fit around there. Because my plan was not to have to drill anything. I don't want to have to drill any additional holes or none of that. I want to be able to just bolt it in and go, and not be in the way of anything. It could get tons of air. It's right in front of the grill. All that room. It's not binding on anything. It's solid as heck. So we good. We good there. We good there. I like that. So I'm gonna do a test fit. Oh, the horn. I had to move the horn because this was in the way. So what I'm gonna do is cut this bracket a little bit and move this horn up, and then I'm gonna do a test fit of the grill and see how everything looks. It should be alright, because if you notice, the horn it actually fits inboard of the horn, so it should fit. But let's do a test fit and see how everything goes. Just wanted to show you that I did not have to cut the bracket that the horn is mounted to. I just drilled a new hole farther up. See, the old hole is right there. I don't know if you can see it. I just drilled another hole farther up, hit it with some primer, and the bracket clears. Nothing's touching, nothing's rubbing. Did not have to cut anything. Just had to drill one. So far, one hole drilled in the horn mounting bracket. Oh, the little metal mounting brackets that came with the transcooler kit. For this bolt to fit through the holes, you have to widen it up. All I used was a step drill bit, and that worked really well. No issues there. But now that the horn is back in, this is mounted solid, we're gonna line the grill up and see how everything clears. Then we'll move forward from there. All right, I test fitted the grill. I had one spot where this tab, the bracket goes. You can see what I did. I just cut here, and bended the edge back so the bracket can fit right there. It wasn't really touching it, to be honest with you. It was just really, really close, and I didn't want any issues. But so far, that's what we're working with. Again, I didn't have to drill anything factory on the vehicle. The only thing that I drilled was put another hole farther up where the horn mounts. So everything so far is just bolt on. All right, the aftermarket transmission cooler is mounted. Everyone else seems to put theirs right here in this little space, and they fab up a little bracket or use the one that comes in the box. I didn't go that route. I I mounted it right in the middle. No holes drilled. The only hole I drilled was in the horn bracket. I drilled a new hole that's the old one right there. Basically to move the horn to the right a little bit, away from the cooler. The cooler is solidly mounted. It's not going anywhere. It is the 4588 Tru-Cool. The way I plumbed it, basically all I did was bypass the in-tank radiator transmission fluid cooler. So it leaves the transmission, comes up onto the radiator, into the external cooler, leaves the external cooler, goes into the OEM external cooler. And I used the hard line. I just bent it, put some that plastic protector so it doesn't rub. Just keep it out the way. Then once it leaves the OEM air cooler, it goes back to the transmission. All right, so that's it. And I test fitted the grill. It goes right on up there. Again, no drilling, just complete bolt on. All right, let's go under the truck so you can see the plumbing. That's one of the old lines. Hopefully there's enough light. All right, that's where it went into the in-tank transmission cooler in the radiator, and that's where it came out. So I just simply bypassed that, so it comes from the transmission, and I used fuel injection hose clamps. Comes this way. I cut a little slot right here in the plastic to keep it up from the skid plate. You gotta remove your skid plate for the installation. I wrapped it just to protect the hose. It goes up underneath to the aftermarket external transmission cooler. From there, it goes to the OEM cooler, and then it comes down via this line. I didn't touch anything here. This is all factory. I didn't have to mess with that. All right, that's water on there. All right, so I'm gonna cap these with the little plastic caps that came with the that came on the aftermarket cooler. And basically that's it. I'm gonna fire it up and check for leaks. I think we should be good. All right, it's installed. Checked for leaks. I had a few leaks where I needed to tighten up the hose clamps, but everything is back on. Skid plate is back on. So I'm about to put the grill back in, and I'll call it done. And there it is, all done. I don't know if you can see it behind the Nissan emblem. That's the transmission cooler back there. Alright, good luck with your install.